AI-driven supply chain attacks are escalating at an alarming rate, with a staggering 156% increase reported last year. This shift poses significant risks to organizations, as traditional security measures struggle to keep pace with evolving threats. On November 11, 2025, the Hacker News highlighted the growing sophistication of these attacks, noting that they now include tactics like malicious package uploads to open-source repositories. As attackers leverage AI, the landscape of cybersecurity is changing, making it crucial for organizations to adapt quickly. In this video, we'll explore the nature of these AI-enabled threats, examine recent high-profile incidents, and discuss the defensive strategies organizations can implement to safeguard their systems. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of key AI supply chain incidents. As we delve deeper into the timeline of significant AI supply chain incidents, it's crucial to recognize the evolving tactics employed by threat actors. The landscape has shifted dramatically, with attackers leveraging advanced AI capabilities to enhance their infiltration methods. In 2024, the NullBulge Group executed a series of calculated supply chain attacks, specifically targeting open-source repositories like Hugging Face and GitHub. By weaponizing legitimate code, they compromised AI tools and gaming software, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of the software development lifecycle. The following month, December 2024, marked a significant breach involving the Solana Web3.js library. Attackers gained access to a publish access account through a phishing campaign, subsequently releasing malicious updates that contained backdoor code. This breach not only drained cryptocurrency wallets but also highlighted the vulnerabilities within widely used libraries, affecting the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem. Fast forward to September 2025, the Wondershare Repair-It incident revealed critical weaknesses in AI applications. The software exposed sensitive user data due to hard-coded cloud credentials, allowing attackers to manipulate AI models. This incident underscored the importance of robust security practices in applications that rely on AI for functionality, as the potential for exploitation remains high. Each of these incidents illustrates a common thread: the increasing complexity and adaptability of attacks within the AI supply chain. As traditional defenses falter, organizations must recognize that the threat landscape is not just about patching vulnerabilities, but also about understanding the intricate tactics employed by adversaries. The urgency to adapt and implement proactive security measures has never been clearer. As AI-driven supply chain attacks evolve, their consequences extend beyond immediate financial losses. The complexity of these attacks means that organizations face not only the direct fallout but also long-term reputational damage and operational disruptions. When a breach occurs, it can take an average of 276 days for companies to identify it, creating a window where attackers can exploit vulnerabilities unchecked. This prolonged exposure can lead to significant data loss, regulatory fines, and erosion of customer trust. Moreover, the emergence of AI-generated malware introduces unique challenges for incident response teams. The polymorphic nature of these threats, which can change their code structure while maintaining malicious intent, complicates detection efforts. Traditional security measures, such as signature-based detection, are increasingly ineffective against these adaptive threats. As a result, organizations are compelled to invest in more advanced, AI-aware security systems to keep pace. The regulatory landscape is also shifting in response to these threats. The EU AI Act imposes stringent requirements on organizations, including mandatory risk assessments and incident disclosures. Failure to comply can result in penalties that reach up to €35 million or 7% of global revenue, emphasizing the need for proactive risk management strategies. This regulatory pressure serves as a wake-up call for organizations to prioritize AI supply chain security as a critical component of their overall cybersecurity posture. In addition to regulatory compliance, the rise of AI-driven threats has prompted organizations to rethink their operational strategies. The implementation of zero-trust principles and runtime application self-protection (RASP) is becoming essential. By assuming that breaches may already exist within their systems, companies can better safeguard their environments against sophisticated attacks. Ultimately, the consequences of AI-driven supply chain threats underscore the urgency for organizations to adapt. Those who take proactive measures not only enhance their security posture but also position themselves for competitive advantage in a landscape where trust and security have become paramount. The time for action is now, as the stakes continue to rise in this evolving threat landscape. As organizations navigate the rapidly evolving landscape of AI supply chain security, immediate and strategic actions are essential to mitigate risks effectively. The urgency is underscored by the fact that breaches can now take an average of 276 days to identify, leaving companies vulnerable for extended periods. To combat this, organizations must shift from reactive to proactive security measures. One of the first steps is auditing existing dependencies for potential vulnerabilities, particularly focusing on typo-squatting variants that mimic legitimate packages. This can drastically reduce the attack surface and prevent initial infiltration attempts. Additionally, enabling commit signing for critical repositories adds a layer of authenticity, ensuring that only verified code enters the development pipeline. In the short term, integrating behavioral analysis into continuous integration and continuous deployment (CI/CD) pipelines will enhance the detection of anomalous activities. This approach allows teams to identify suspicious contributions based on patterns and timing, which can be crucial for catching AI-generated threats before they escalate. Implementing runtime protection mechanisms for critical applications can also contain threats that slip through initial defenses, providing an additional safeguard against exploitation. Long-term strategies must include the development of AI-specific detection tools tailored to recognize the unique characteristics of AI-generated malware. Collaborating with vendors specializing in these technologies will be vital. Furthermore, establishing an AI incident response playbook will prepare organizations for swift and effective action in the event of a breach, ensuring that teams are ready to respond with precision. Lastly, aligning security measures with regulatory requirements, such as those outlined in the EU AI Act, will not only ensure compliance but also bolster overall security posture. The proactive organizations that embrace these strategies will not only protect themselves from current threats but will also position themselves favorably in an increasingly competitive landscape, turning potential vulnerabilities into strengths. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.